Hello, Bluebonnet artist. Today I'm going to show you how to do a fun fall project. I'm using 4 different pieces of colored construction paper and just a regular white sheet of computer paper. Okay, now I'm going to make a fall leaves project where I make a tree and leaves and a little nature scene with it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set these aside because I'm going to use these for my leaves. I'm going to use the brown for my tree. If you don't have brown construction paper, your tree can be any color you want. In fact, you know what? I'm going to switch it up here because sometimes when the leaves start to change, they turn brown. So I think that might be better to use for the leaves. And I'm going to make my tree purple just to be different. Now, you have 2 options here. You can either draw the shape of your tree with the pencil first, like I'm doing, or you can just kind of like free cut it out. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight anyway, because that's not what trees look like. So I went ahead and sketched like the base of the tree and the shape. Now I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm cutting out my tree. It's okay if it's not even. Trees aren't, like I said, they're not perfectly even anyway. Same thing right here. Now I'm going to save the rest of this purple for my branches. But I'm going to do one thing at a time, so I'm going to start with gluing this down, okay? I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. Now what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm trying to keep this straight for you guys. It keeps kind of messing up on me. There we go. So now I'm going to glue that down like that. So I just put, you don't need to pour glue all over it. Uh-oh, I need a new glue stick. I think I have some more over here. Yeah, I do. So I'm going to do just a layer of glue around the edge. I don't need to just put glue all over it. If you don't have stick glue, regular glue works too. Just go easy. Pop that in the middle right there. Line it up on the edge. Okay. Now I'm going to use this paper for my branches. So now I'm going to cut that one that I already cut. I could make that into 2. And again, I'm kind of on purpose making them uneven. There's 2 branches. I want at least, let's say 5 or 6. So let's do, there's 3. Okay, 4. 5. And again, I'm not making them even. I want them to look kind of like real branches. Now I'm going to start gluing these down. And what I want is I want them to sort of go from here around that way, so it looks like the top of a tree. Sometimes branches grow like that, but in this case, I want them to go like this. So here's what I'm going to do. It's okay if they go off the page. In fact, I want that. I'm going to glue this one about like that. So what I like to do, I kind of measure where I want it to go by just placing it there, and then I hold it right here, and I add a little bit of glue to this part. So that one's going to go about there. This next one, I want it about right there. Same thing. I kind of measure where I want it to go, put the glue under, and then fix it right there. Next one is going to go sort of straight up. I kind of want to cover that big flat part right there. So this one's going to go straight up. Same thing. Straight up. And if it looks kind of straight and flat right there, you can just kind of like give it more of a realistic branch look. It looks like I need to add a little more glue. I didn't add quite enough. There's that one. Got 3 left. I want this one about there. I could sort of cover that a little bit. Same thing. I put a little bit of glue right there. Pop this one down. Right here. Same thing. And then I've got one more, and I can always add a few more if I want to. Like it looks like there could be one there, or not. That's okay. And then now that one's going to go right about there. Okay, now for my leaves and my canopy, you know, the leaves change. When the chlorophyll starts to run out, the days get shorter, the chlorophyll disappears from the leaves, and that's when the color appears. So I got brown, kind of pinkish and green. So what I'm going to do I'm going to just take a little rectangle from that construction paper, 3 little rectangles, I'll cut them all together, and I'm going to cut some cloud shapes, okay? And these cloud shapes are going to, they're going to be like the canopy of my trees, and I'm going to sort of spread them around, okay? So I'm going to maybe put one kind of on that branch. Maybe this one kind of touches there. It's okay if you have some exposed branches. Maybe that one right there. So when you glue these down, like, I only want the glue on that piece where it's going to go. I don't have to put it all over here because it's going to stick to the table if I do that. So I know I want this one about here. So I add a little bit of glue right there, just enough to make it stick. Same thing right here. I want these kind of at the top, so I'm going to put the glue at the tops of those. Now this is the fun part where you're going to add the leaves that are falling. Okay, the same thing I kind of told you, where you can cut them all at once. If you want to cut individually, that's okay too, but this is just a more efficient way of doing it. What I can do here is cut 3 leaves at a time. See, there's 3. There's 6. And there's 9. Alright. So, and now I can start gluing these all over. I can have some that are on the exposed branches, like maybe there's just one leaf that hasn't fallen off this branch. Maybe this green leaf is about to fall from the pink. Or maybe that's the one that's still hanging on and the pink ones are going to fall first. Okay? And I can have some on the ground, like way down here. I can have a leaf that's kind of in the air, it's about to hit the ground. It's like I took a picture of it when the leaves were falling in the sky. And then when you're done making your tree, at that point you can add some fun details, like maybe a bird in the tree. You can draw it on white paper and cut it out, or just draw it on the tree. Maybe you can be hanging from a tire swing here and swinging. Here's a finished tree that I did earlier. Okay, this one's got a little bird in the tree. I added some lines to kind of give the tree a little bit of depth and realism. You can see my leaves that are starting to fall. There's some on the ground. Have fun with this. Take your time and email me a picture when you finish. Okay?